So we're in the T62A at Ghost Town, and there's a beautiful little hold down spot. On the 9 line you just run to the corner, and not usually will you find players trying to come down the outside of the map. So originally these two Death Stars here had asked me to fall back, but I said negative, because if they pushed up we could have annihilated those two guys. So they did, they pushed up, which was really good news. So here is the power of the hold down T62A coming up. Against the Carnarvon, should he have pushed, I could side scrape. There's no way he could overmatch my side armour. So now, essentially this guy gets upper plate. That's all he can shoot, upper plate and turret, with his gun depression in the AMX 50B. It is a dangerous engagement, yeah, sure it is. It's an auto-loading Frenchie, but he's got a weak turret. But from this position, there's nothing that he can shoot on me that he can pen. He can't shoot into my lower plate. He can only shoot my turret. And somebody's firing explosives. Maybe it was him. So, where the Huntsman falls down here is the fact that a tier 10 French auto-loading heavy with 248 pen on standard rounds couldn't pen me. He tries. He fails. And it doesn't make sense to me when people just don't understand that they can't have seen the green numbers or the red numbers popping up off of a tank. I didn't really appreciate what the Death Star did to me here. I could have penned that guy through the track wheel. But in a second I do appreciate them being in the game, because it's just a quality moment. I get an E100 so hard baited it's ridiculous, and I didn't expect what happened to happen, but it's funny. So we see the E100 and a 57 heavy. These guys, they could wipe me off the planet easily, so we've got to get away. Now the E100 has got his gun turned at me. Yep, sure, he makes the pen, but the two Death Stars simul hit him.
Friendly vehicle destroyed. We didn't penetrate their armor.
So now, the usual position that heavies would take to hold the ramp, they're blissfully unaware that people have got round behind that. It's a great position that they're in, but they are doomed. They're done.
Looks like that one went right through. Our team destroyed an enemy.
So we locked him in place. There was no way he was going anywhere, and we get him out of the game. So the 50B had relocated to the corner to try and support the other 113. Now the other 113, the two 113s were in a platoon, so I did fully expect them to be working together. But you know what? Sometimes I have to ask myself, when players platoon on a team, if they're not able to counter-fire or work as a team, with the communication levels that they have, they're no more OP than being a regular green player. There's no point in holding a corner and the other one goes the other way. You may stick together because then you can focus firing. So when you're so split up like those guys were, they couldn't be effective in communication about what they were doing. They were in the hands of another green player, which is always, whatever.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
So there's the goose.
We won.
Talk to me, baby. It's always nice to pick up a Top Gun, a Ghost Town, and a medium tank, and a first class mastery badge. don't come around very often. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.